Hey guys, in this video I want to explain every single step from start to finish of how to apply a ceramic coating in 10 minutes or less. Listen, when you're searching YouTube and you're trying to put together pieces of information, it can be really annoying because there's all these different types of videos about how to apply ceramic coatings. So what I want to do right now, without wasting any time, is literally tell you exactly what to do from start to finish in kind of a general sense with a particular coating that I applied this week so that you can apply it to your specific situation. Now, in my ceramic coating world, the very first thing I always do is just the wheels, tires, and wheel wells because they are the dirtiest part of the car, and I like to use Meguiar's wheel and tire cleaner for this because in a lot of ways it allows me to just use one product instead of two products because it can clean the wheels and the tires and the wheel wells. I've got my long handle wheel well brush, my detailing brushes for the face of the wheel, and that's all I actually need. If you are dealing with really heavy brake dust, you may want to move to an acidic cleaner like Meguiar's wheel brightener, though people tend not to like that product so much because it can have negative effects on your health if you're breathing things in. So I would suggest wearing a pretty strong mask if you're going to use something like that. Now, in my experience, a lot of detailers waste too much time trying to clean the wheels, tires, and wheel wells to total perfection, and in my opinion, it is best to say get to 80% and then move on. Don't spend all your time trying to get these to perfection. As you zoom out and you clean the rest of the car, you might realize, oh wow, the thing I was trying to clean on the wheels and tires actually wasn't dirt, it was damage, or if it is dirt, you can go back very simply in a different stage and clean that up really nicely. But often the wheels, tires, and wheel wells, especially the wheel wells, are really damaged, and we actually confuse that damage for dirt, grease, and grime. Now, after that, I am going to move around the vehicle, spraying it down, rinsing it down, and I do want to take kind of a pre-treating chemical, meaning I'm going to take something like Meguiar's wheel and tire cleaner diluted 10-to-1, Super Clean diluted 15-to-1, or something like Optimum Tar Remover, and I'm going to spray it around the lower rocker panels of the car because I want to loosen up those areas that are really hammered. Then I am going to fill up my foam solution before I do my pre-foam treatment. It's important to understand, in my pre-foam, I am going to add some sort of cleaning agent and stripping agent. Because I am really wanting to clean this car at the highest level possible, I'm going to add some sort of degreaser, some sort of Optimum Power Clean, or something like that to my pre-foam solution so it's not just my soap and water, okay? Then I'm going to foam everything down, and ideally, I like to do ceramic coatings where either I'm washing in my garage or number two, I'm washing outside on an overcast day. I prefer to work outside. Call me crazy. I do generally like to do it on an overcast day because the more I can let that pre-foam sit on the paint, really the better. And so I do like to just let it sit there and start to kind of dissolve and pull up that dirt. Then I'm obviously going to rinse off the pre-foam, and I want to be pretty particular about those lower rocker panels because those lower rocker panels are going to be where most of the dirt and grease and grime sit, right? Now guys, before we go any further, make sure to go below in the YouTube description box. If you're interested in getting into ceramic coatings today, grab my free 5-part video series. It's called the Ceramic Coating Quick Start, and like I said, it's going to teach you guys not only the hands-on training part of paint correction and ceramic coating, but also how to bring in your first few customers so that you can actually start cash flowing this particular skill in your business. The link to that is in the YouTube description box below. Again, it's a totally free 5-part video series. Now let's get back to the video. So as I'm rinsing off that pre-foam, I am going to kind of move my pressure washer a little closer when I'm dealing with those lower rocker panels. Now after the pre-foam stage, I'm going to move into the agitation wash. Yes, when I'm doing a ceramic coating, I always use a 2-bucket method just because I'm going to be doing a paint correction after this. This particular car was especially dirty because it had been sitting outside for a little while. So this is kind of one of those fun barn finds, right? It's just got this thick layer of grease and grime on it, and we are taking it from zero to hero. So I am going to be using a 2-bucket method, and I'm going to supercharge that car soap as well. So not only am I pouring in my soap solution, I like Meguiar's Hyper Wash or something basic like that because it's not ceramic based. There are no waxes or sealants left behind. I just want a straight up wash that's going to clean and do nothing else. And I generally pour some Super Clean in that solution as well, again, just to kind of supercharge it. And I'm going to work from top to bottom for obvious reasons. When I move to those lower rocker panels, I am going to take a microfiber towel because if I fold up a microfiber towel in fourths, then it allows me to use a new side each time I go to a new rocker panel. And that again is just going to lessen in some ways the amount of scratching on those lower rocker panels that are probably already pretty scratched. Then I'm going to go ahead and rinse everything off. Now here's an important point. After the washing stage, generally detailers will move to an iron decontamination stage, a chemical decontamination. That is the right move. It really doesn't matter if you want to do that or the clay bar first. I'm doing the iron decontamination first. But in this particular scenario, with paint that is heavily oxidized because it's been sitting outside and it's been dirty for a long time, an iron decontamination chemical does generally have very heavy solvents, and it can actually stain the paint when the paint is in some ways broken down from all of the grease grime that's been sitting on it over the years. So one of the things that you'll notice about this particular scenario is that I'm using very little iron decontaminant, and I'm spraying water with my pressure washer on top of it immediately to move it around and to dilute it. This is a very important point, especially if you're working on darker colored paints. You're going to find that if you've got black paint that's oxidized and broken down and you're spraying iron decontaminant chemical on it, it is going to stain and you are going to kick yourself. So I would spray very little chemical and immediately douse it with the pressure washer to spread it around the hood, spread it around the door, spread it around the window, and to dilute it. Now, after that iron decontamination, you are going to want to move to the clay barring stage. There's not a lot to say about this other than I use my Optimum No Rinse solution for my clay bar lubricant and a simple Meguiar's Fine clay bar. That's pretty much it, and a waffle weave towel to dry. I then generally move the car into the garage, and this is where I'm going to do a surface prep stage, and I'm also going to get any of the areas where I miss. So I'm going to use Meguiar's surface prep to spray onto the paint, wipe down with a microfiber towel to make sure I remove all of the solvents, the last minute greases, waxes, leftover dirt, surface pollen from outside off of the paint. Then it is time to move to the paint correction stage. Now I'm going to keep the paint correction stage really simple here because generally speaking in your professional detailing world, you are not going to be doing these crazy 3-stage corrections. More often than not, a customer is really just interested in the general aesthetic and visual appeal of the car, which can be accomplished in a simple single-stage correction. So in this particular scenario, I was testing out a certain polish and certain pads, but rather than telling you guys what I was testing out, I want to give you guys kind of my default polish and my default pad. Generally speaking, I am using the ceramics polish from CSI, and I'll hook that up in the YouTube description box below, as well as all of these products. And I am using the Lake Country foam finishing pad or a Lake Country foam medium cut pad. That combination is what I suggest for most people in most areas of detailing. It's going to be very simple to move around the car, get rid of the oxidation and 90% of the swirls to bring back that aesthetic appeal that we want. I'm going to be wiping down the panel, pulling off the polish one by one as I move around. And after that polishing is done, I want to do one more surface prep stage. So this is where I'm going to take Meguiar's surface prep. I'm going to go around the car one more time, pulling off that polish residue if anything is left, and then we move to the ceramic coating. Now, obviously, there are many ceramic coatings we could suggest here, but the specific ceramic coating that I was using in this video is the McKee's graphene oxide ceramic coating, so I will link that up in the YouTube description box below, as well as 2 other retail grade ceramic coatings that I do suggest for anybody who's wanting a retail grade ceramic coating. Yes, I reviewed the McKee's graphene ceramic coating, and I actually do like it a lot. You do get a lot for your money. In applying that ceramic coating, we want to use some simple low GSM rag company towels that I buy in bulk, as well as some plush towels for that second removal towel. So the first removal is with that low GSM towel, the second removal is with that plush towel. After we have applied that ceramic coating, we're going to let that car sit in the garage for 24 hours, maybe use some simple gel tire shine. Again, I like to use Chemical Guys VRP if I'm using a gel tire shine, or something like Stoner More Shine tire shine if I'm using an aerosol can. And outside of that, that is the full ceramic coating application from start to finish, prep to fully applied. Guys, if you like this video, make sure to hit the thumbs up button. Hopefully it was helpful, and all of the products that I talked about in this video for each section of the detail will be linked up in the YouTube description box below. So make sure to go check those out because again, it is kind of a fundamental list that's very, very helpful if you do not have your hands on them. And once again, make sure before you bounce off this video, go below and grab my free ceramic coating quick start. It's a free 5-part video series showing you guys how to get involved in the ceramic coating business world today and how to bring in your first few customers. Thank you guys so much for watching, and as always from Luke here at Wilson Auto Detailing, keep working hard, and I'll see you in the next video.